So let me tidy it up. Remember, Jesus not only died for us, he rose from the dead, he has been exalted at the right hand of God. And with that exaltation comes our own exaltation in him. And so when authority and dominion was conferred on him, that authority was transferred to us as his people. Daniel chapter 7 verse 13, one more time to look at some of those things that they conferred on him. Verse 13 talks about his resurrection and ascension, his ascension to be precise. 14 now goes to the level of glory that was given to him. I saw in the night vision, behold, one like the Son of Man, he's talking about Jesus, came with the clouds of heaven. And if you go to Luke 24, where he ascended, the Bible says when he ascended, the clouds received him. Okay. So after the ascension, he came to the Ancient of Days, which is God the Father, and they brought him near before him. And then verse 14, and there was giving him dominion, glory, a kingdom, that all people and nations and language should serve him, and his dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away. It is this thing that he transferred to us. Psalm 110 from verse 1, discussing the same thing that happened here. You will see when they brought Jesus to the Ancient of Days. Look at the discussion between them. The Lord, that is the Ancient of Days, the big Lord, said to my Lord, I don't want to call him small Lord. The Father said to the Son, sit down at my right hand until I make your enemies your footstool. If the enemy has to be subdued, and at the same time Jesus is told to rest, to enter into his rest, to sit in a place of authority, how will the enemy then be handled? Look at verse 2. The Lord shall send for the rod of your strength out of Zion. So God's plan now is that the rod of Christ's authority, his dominion, his glory, will be functioning from Zion, from the church, to deal with the forces of darkness. That's what you've been watching here, all these testimonies you're doing. If we have not learned about this, these problems will just stay and be getting out of hands. The devil can kill anybody he wants to kill, but he can't. Wherever you are, you can stop him. The rod of the dominion of Christ, the rod of his authority, is now to function from the church, from Zion. And then our mandate is rule in the midst of your enemies. Rule in the midst of your enemies. And our mandate is subdue all of them under his feet. So yesterday I told you that this was not the first time dominion was given. It was given to Adam, but it was lost when man fell. So what we are having here is a second Adam coming to pay the price on the cross to restore back what the first Adam damaged. This is the first time we are getting this. In creation, God gave man dominion. Failure to exercise it led to the fall of man. another Adam has come and restored back what we lost. And so that led to a discussion yesterday where I was showing you between the time man fell until the time that Jesus came and restored it, there were human beings, even though there was no salvation, no cross, no resurrection. There were human beings throughout human history who were still functioning as if man had not fallen. I don't have the time to give you a lot of details, but I will give you some. The man that is called Enoch dealt with fallen angels that came to create. So those angels that slept with women and gave birth to giants, do you know who God asked to go and declare their judgment? It was Enoch. He went to them, declared what will happen to them, and that's exactly what happened. All those fallen angels begged Enoch to please go back to God and plead with him to forgive them. Because of course God judged them and sentenced them to Tartarus. If you read Genesis chapter 6, that when men began to multiply on the earth, the daughters were born to them. Some angels came and slept with them to create a generation of giants. It was a human being like you and I that God gave the responsibility to deal with these demons. Without salvation yet too. God now raised a people through the man called Abraham. When he raised the Jewish nation, he said they went from nation to nation. You can't use magic on them. You can't use incantation on them. He said there is no divination against Jacob. There is no incantation. You try all these demonic things you do on other Gentiles, they will get sick. You do the one that causes madness, it doesn't work on a Jew. And I was trying to understand, how is that possible? Even though the cross had not come, God gave them shadows of the cross, the blood of animals. And the blood of animals could provide this kind of security. You can bring all the native doctors in the world and they cannot put an enchantment or use magic or witchcraft on one Jewish man. If this can work for people that are not saved, what about now that the blood of Jesus has been sacrificed and we have the main thing? How can we still be in ignorance of what is available to us?